Third time's a charm. So we're going to learn about the potential and kinetic energy, and engineers need to understand the aspects of their project, and that means knowing what materials they use and what those materials can do, and how scientific concepts can affect their project. So if an engineer wants to make an invention that moves, they have to know about potential and kinetic energy. Hey, Rachel. And there's lots of ways to store potential energy. Some ways are batteries, springs, even muscles. So no matter how it's stored, when potential energy turns into kinetic energy, things move. So engineers imagine, design, build, test, improve. They improve their ideas all the time. So if you don't get your design right the first time, it's okay. Just do it again. And I'm going to show you an example of potential energy. So here's my prototype here. So potential energy is what's inside this balloon right now, and it's potentially going to flow out. The energy is going to go out of the balloon. After the potential energy goes out, kinetic energy is going to force the balloon backward. So there's potential and kinetic energy. So we're going to go ahead and take our bottle, and we're going to take one of our straws, and I have one of the straws that stretches, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that end off. Then I'm going to cut this in half. Okay, so I have two pieces. Those are going to go along the bottom of my bottle for the wheels. I'm going to go ahead and tape them there. So now they are taped onto my bottle. Then I'm going to take my skewers, and it has a sharp point on the end, and I'm going to puncture my lids with a hole. If you don't have skewers or toothpicks, you can use your scissor to puncture the hole. Just want to make sure I have a nice hole on there. Okay, and my skewers are a little too long, so I'm going to go ahead and break them in half. Just cut off some of the extra there. And then I'm going to put my wheels on. And I'm going to put it through the straw and put a wheel on the other side. Okay, so then you have your wheels on there. And they're a little bit crooked, but that's okay because it's going to be part of the redesigning and testing at the end. Okay, so next you want to put a hole in the middle of the top. This is why I like water bottles, because I can push it together and just cut a hole at the top. And then you're going to take another straw, and this is kind of where it comes in handy to have a flexible straw, because you can just slide it right in there. So I'm going to slide it into the hole, and it's going to come out the front hole. And then I'm just going to tape the top down so that it doesn't move from the bottle. Okay, and then you're going to take your balloon and you're going to tape your balloon to the end. And you want to make sure that you kind of wrap it tightly so that no air can get through. So then you want to test it, make sure that no air can get through your straw. Seems pretty secure. So whenever you let the energy, the potential energy out, the kinetic energy is going to make your car roll in the opposite direction. So it's pretty cool, right? So hopefully you can build this at home with your family and you can have a friendly little race. There's no winners. We're all winners. But some of the things that you can ask yourself while designing your car is, you know, if your car doesn't drive straight, why didn't it drive straight? Were your wheels crooked on one side? Was the balloon crooked on the top? Why didn't your invention work? Maybe your balloon just didn't blow up. So there's a question that you can ask yourself. Did you wrap your tape around tight enough? Engineers always analyze and brainstorm how they can make their inventions better. So even if your balloon car works perfectly, think about ways that you could make it better. Maybe you could have bigger wheels on it. Maybe you could have a more secure bottle than what I used. Okay. And a little quick quiz question for you. What do windshield wipers, disposable diapers, and paper bags have in common? They were all invented by women. So I want to challenge you to research other women inventors that you're really interested in. You know, find something that you think is really fascinating and maybe share that with us. Or if you already have somebody in mind, go ahead and put it in the comments. And I apologize that our video broke up a couple of times today. So if you have any questions, please let me know. But again, we designed a balloon car. It's really not that hard, very simple, easy thing to do with your kids, and teach them about engineering as well and about potential and kinetic energy. And I want to invite you to join us tomorrow. We will have an 11 a.m. session, but we'll also have a 4 p.m. session where we're going to talk about car care. So if you are really interested in learning more about cars, you can join us tomorrow and figure out how to do car care. So thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful night.